Ohio gozaimasu. Good morning, passengers. It is I, Loki the Mad Titan, and welcome back to the underrated, the understated, UnderRail. And we are definitely under something. We're currently in the Foundry. If you're new to the channel, Yokoso Hijimimashite, welcome, nice to meet you. Please subscribe, please join us on the Discord, please consider supporting me on Patreon for as low as $1 a month. Links are in the description. That's 12 Arizona iced teas. It's not a lot of money, but it would greatly help me out if you would consider it. But first and foremost, please do subscribe. If you're a regular to this channel, like the sponsor to this series, Berlin the Cat. What does that mean? Not only is Berlin a patron on Patreon, but Berlin also bought this game for me to play. So this series is dedicated and sponsored to them. Thank you so very much, Berlin. As always, I really do appreciate it, and I really am enjoying this game. So I'm glad I don't have to like pretend and be like, oh yeah, this game's great. But no, I'm loving it. Seriously. I said to you on Discord that every time I read your like little hints and things that you give me to try to help me along, it's like I can't even, like, I'm just like, I want to play right now, I want to go, like, let's do it. And unfortunately I'm not always able to do that. So here we are though. And if you are a regular like Berlin and Carousel Animation, Lone Digger and Noemi, my patrons on Patreon, or regular watchers like Teresa, Okai Nasai, welcome back, welcome home. Thank you so much for spending time with me. And I really mean that. You know, we still have a very small core group of dedicated subscribers. I don't know how else to describe them. You know, people that really seem to love interacting with me and interacting with my content. And we must have a fairly decent amount of lurkers as well. YouTube started sending out the stats monthly, which was weird. So they sent out like the February stats, and the amount of time that people watched my content in a short month, because February was only 28 days, was shocking. Now, I track it on a yearly rolling thing, because that's something that YouTube, that's a requirement to be a YouTube partner. So I always keep track of that, but I've never like just seen it as like a monthly snapshot. And on a short month, people generally, like the people that like my stuff. And I know I'm kind of niche because I ramble and take too long, and I'm like, dude, does this guy ever actually play? Yes, I'm gonna play. And Berlin had said a special episode, and we're going to try to go, it's early. I'm trying to get back into doing episodes earlier in the day. I've been getting distracted doing other real life stuff earlier in the day, but we're going to get back to doing this earlier in the day, which gives me more time to make longer episodes. So that's what we're going to shoot for today. We'll see what we can actually do and get done. So here we are. This is us. This is what we're supposed to look like. And then for some reason, that's one of my only like little pet peeves, is that my dude, my sprite, whatever this guy is, my avatar doesn't match my avatar. So this is an avatar. I don't know, but they don't match. We had saw somebody in here who had a name. Were they in here? Yeah, they were in here. I think. Yeah, there they are. West. So I don't know if West has anything to say, but that's why we stopped. Alright, so we have things we can't do anything with. I might be able to sneak over to that locker. Maybe, but first things first, let's talk to West. I'm always thinking about stealing. One of my favorite things, and it's such a weird thing, I don't know if it's just because I love books and I love reading, and I love when a character is described well in a book, it helps me get a mental picture of them much better and really enjoy the character more, if that makes any kind of sense. So some of these descriptions I really like, because you think about, like, you play Fallout and you just meet somebody, so you don't really get, you just see them and you hear them, and then that's it. There's something more, I don't want to say tangible, that's not the right word, but just something that hits me a little bit differently when I have, like, a description like this. Let's go ahead and read it. You see a thin man soldering? Is that supposed to be soldering? That's not how you spell soldering, is it? I can read, I swear. You see a thin man, I'm going to say soldering, some components onto a copper-colored circuit board. He doesn't immediately notice you, which gives you a few moments to observe him. His dark hair is streaked with aluminum gray strands. His wrinkles form ravines in his face, and his hands are only steady when the soldering iron meets the board. Yeah, that is how you spell soldering. For some reason, I didn't think there was an L in it. So the L is silent? Or am I just saying the word wrong? I've always said soldering. Is it soldering? Now I feel like I'm crazy. Is this a Mandela effect going on here? Yes. Some strange and subtle signs give you a feeling that this man is somehow younger than he appears, but you are unable to pinpoint exactly why. Your thoughts are interrupted when he notices you. Oh, welcome to my electronics store, friend. Name's George West. You ought to say something, because he coughs, can't help you if I don't know you're here. He smiles. Don't sneak up on me, jerk. Alright, so what can you tell me about this place? What can you tell me about the mine creatures? Nobody knows anything about them. I think I know the most about the mine creatures now, since we went all the way through the mine and killed a bunch of them pretty successfully, except for the beast. Nothing. It doesn't concern me. Every problem we've had so far in Foundry was quickly handled by the Foundry Guard. I dislike this place for many reasons. He coughs, the pollution being one of them, but I can't deny that security here is top-notch. Everyone's blabbering about these monsters and how they're sneaking into residential and killing people. Alright, so I've been given the impression that either one of two things is happening. Either some of the creatures have come out of the mine, because some people kind of said something that made you think that that's the case, but something else is going on. So either a creature's come out of the mine and is killing people, or somebody has taken it upon themselves to use this opportunity to do some murder, so that way it gets blamed on the beasts, the creatures. As long as there isn't one in my store, I don't care. That's just my opinion. That's like most people in America. Hey, if it ain't my problem, if it isn't directly affecting me, I don't care. And that's all I'll say about that. I try to leave a lot of my thoughts about things like that out. Alright, what can you tell me about this place? Yeah, let's go with that. It takes him a few moments to produce an answer. I don't know. Foundry is a large station with a rich mine. We're pretty well known as the station with the best defenses in South UnderRail. The Foundry Guard makes sure of it. Good enough for me. I'd like to ask you something else. Okay, now give me the other side of the truth. Yeah, this guy seems like a straight shooter. He lets out his breath in a long sigh. The air pollution, it's really bad, friend. He coughs. You see what I mean? My nose, throat, and lungs are slowly being eroded by the foulness of the air, just like nearly everyone else's. I pity those working in the mine and those sweating in the metalworks, and I'm thankful I'm not in their boots. So it's almost like I live in Foundry, except for the nose part, although I did just have whatever that weird illness was that I had. I went back, and if you want to hear something I think is funny, go back and watch the, you don't have to watch the whole thing. Watch the Sim Settlements 2 episode titled Mama Murphy killed me, or something like that. It's like Mama Murphy is killing me, or Mama Murphy killed me. Because I was I've done episodes when I've had pneumonia, and they were better in quality in regards to my voice and everything than that episode. It's just that episode, I was an absolute disaster. I was crushed because the sinus pain in my face was so bad that like my nose was just running the entire time. I managed to go 57 minutes. My eyes were running. I was crying, tearing the entire. So I had tears running down my face. I had snot running down my face. I mean, I was wiping it, so I wasn't, I was constantly wiping it. I was trying very, very hard not to sniffle, but then going back and listening to, I still definitely was doing that occasionally, and I was trying really hard not to do that at all. And then the situation with Mama Murphy might be the worst coughing fit I've ever had in an episode. And that counts when I had pneumonia twice last year. Alright, anyway, done with that rambling. But I get to have my own store without anyone racketeering me, which used to be the case before I moved here. So this is my life now. Whether I make the right choice or not, I suppose the future will tell me that. So we know gas masks or some type of breathing apparatus exists. I mean, if Foundry has positives and the pollution is the negative, I don't know. I just would think that you would want to wear that as often as possible. Any more questions, friend? No, because you don't have a lot of options, but you can show me what you got. Okay. So he said electronics, but he has shields. Wasn't expecting shields for some reason. I'm still not really great figuring out what's a good shield compared to what's a bad shield. So my shield's capacity. Maybe just go by the capacity. Somehow I feel like I still have the best shield. It's the shielding part that I kind of don't understand. So like this one's better than this one just going by price, but I feel like it has multiple things that are better. The capacity's higher. Now if the numbers are supposed to be higher, this one says very low 4, this one says very low 7, 14, 22, but then medium, this one's higher, and then high. And then, so I don't fully recharges the shield emitter using. Yes, I know that. Could not be. I don't. I'm just gonna stick with my shield because I admit it when I'm being dumb and I don't understand it. I got no problem admitting that. I have no problem admitting when I'm wrong about things, because when you're wrong about things and often enough, it's not really that hard to admit that you're wrong. Do I have things I can sell him? I didn't want to sell this hacker until I used all of the energy in it, and I've now used all the energy in it, and I have this one. I feel like I don't need 2 of them, so we'll sell him that. I'll keep that. I'm probably not going to use it. And I'll keep the lantern. Would you be interested in buying 50 jackhammers, sir? Because I found like 50 jackhammers in the mines that I could sell you. Okay, so that doesn't give me a lot of money from him. What do we have here? Grenade, mine, and a bunch of other parts. And in here, he has a 3 hot wiring kit. This is new. Can be used to excuse me, a vehicle? This game has vehicles? I mean, there's trains, but we get on. That's like fast travel. We get on the train and it takes us from one place to another. Like, we're not driving the train around. Attempts to hotwire an ignition lock of a vehicle with your. Okay, well, I've never seen this before, so let's take one of them, just because So 19 for it. It's normally 76 because I'm selling this. That's fine. I'll do that. All right. Now, while I'm fussing around in here, I should probably be smart. We'll take that out. We'd ended up not using them. Yay. Go back to the batteries. Now, what is this charge? Recharges an item with 100 energy. Okay, so I want to recharge this, which is only 70. So still, like, I don't want to waste these, which is why I keep using these. So we have to charge up our just to have it ready. Now, that's a question. When I was a dum-dum and I used the EMP grenade and accidentally completely drained my shield, did that drain the charge from the things that I had in my inventory? Because I swear that the Hacker Mark II or Haxer Mark II still had some energy left in it. Not a lot, but some. And now, when we came here, it didn't. So now I'm thinking it might have actually drained things in my inventory as well. Is that possible? Well, let's see. I have that. No energy. I gotta find somebody to sell a gun to. No energy. No energy. I don't remember if any of these things had energy. Alright, anyway, let's get going. There's a door over here we can't go in. So now the question is, can I rob him? Because that's always very important. So, oh no, that's not. I wanted you to go, yeah, over there. Alright, so we'll go in stealth. And then we're going to try to come over here and see if we can get past him before he sees us. The answer is yes. What do we got? I mean, somehow he still doesn't see me. Somehow he still doesn't see me. Alright, well that was kind of wild. I guess because my stealth is so high. Alright, we might as well come out of stealth now. I know, I'm a devious, horrible person. Now, we came from here, right? Or was it here? Was it here or was it here? I don't remember. Hold on, let's take a... Look like I'm running. Take a quick peek down here. Okay, no, definitely not been down here. Another door. Alright, and there's a lot of these dudes down here. I'm a little nervous. I don't know why. There's no reason to be nervous. I'm not gonna take those. What is this place? I mean, I could go in here apparently. Delma. Who the flippity flop is Delma? Alright, here we go. I'm gonna take a sip of my... This episode is not sponsored by Original Citrus. Full throttle. So like American. I don't know how else to say it. It's like got a giant bald eagle holding a American flag crest. Jesus Lord, but it tastes good. It's my favorite energy drink. To me, if I had to describe the flavor, and that's what I really like, the flavor. So many energy drinks, like I think Red Bull is disgusting. Sometimes when they do the flavored versions, not so bad, but generally, like regular Red Bull is unpleasant to drink. Sorry about that. And so many other energy drinks are as well, especially when they try to add, like, you know, all kinds of crazy flavors into them. Like, ooh, this one's cotton candy flavored. Full Throttle is just like I said, citrus. So there's definitely, it's like somewhere between flavor-wise, orange juice and lemonade, leaning more towards the lemonade than the orange juice. And then it's like a soda version of it. So almost like what is that little one in the weird bottles, Orangina or something like that. I've had that before, kind of like that, but the flavor's stronger. It's just good. I don't know. I don't know how it's not a more popular energy drink. It gives you this caffeine and all the other jazz that the other ones do, and it actually tastes good. Sorry, my throat's dry, so I needed some lubrication. A middle-aged woman wearing gleaming metal armor gets up from behind her desk and stands up to meet her guest. She looks at you, lifting her head slightly. Wrinkly eyelids. Wait, hold on. That didn't sound right. She looks at you, comma, so now there's a pause. She looks at you, lifting her slightly wrinkly eyelids to reveal experienced eyes that haven't lost much intensity since her younger days. Her voice, on the other hand, is already one step inside the grave. Damn. For it is heavy and low-pitched, sounding as if there is some weight on her vocal folds, which pushes the voice down into the lower range. Good day, sir. My name is Delma Ward, and I'm the warden of Foundry Prison. Who might you be? I found the prison. Trying to build a prison. It's none of your damn business, woman. Why? I'm Berlin. It's a pleasure to meet you. Well, Berlin, what can I do to help you? What can you tell me about this place? Yeah, this one threw me off because I hadn't noticed the pots in the back. So you like growing flowers. Do you know anything about the mine creatures? Tell me about the prison. I'm gonna go with pointing out that we're observant of her hobbies. Yes, I do. Say, what do you think of them? They are beautiful. Flowers are rare in general, let alone as exquisite as these. They're okay, I suppose. Nah, I hate flowers. Thankfully, there aren't many of those around. Now, I noticed flirting and any sort of romance, at least so far, this game doesn't seem to exist, but this was the perfect opportunity here for us to just slightly change this line, because I could have said something like, they are beautiful, flowers are rare in general, let alone as exquisite as these, but they still don't match the beauty of you, or your beauty, something like that. We could have romanced her a little bit. We're going to say this, though. Thank you very much. I find it very relaxing to have flowers in the office. Amigo? Okay. For some reason, that felt really out of place. Now she's Latina. When I feel the need to unwind, I sit down and observe them in all their beauty. I enjoy the wonderful colors that are missing from the world around us. I simply watch them in silence, nothing else. My works of art. A smile escapes her for a brief moment. I like her. And during that time, while I'm relaxing in my office, all is well. Then someone brings in a guy who killed his brother with a jackhammer. A signal it's time to get back to work. I swear people just get more and more violent these days. So she uses the flowers as sort of like a focal thing to kind of just balance her day out. That's cute. I like that. What can you tell me about this place? You mean Foundry? Well, I don't know, amigo. I'm a prison warden, and most of the time I'm making sure murderers, thieves, and other criminals stay locked up or do their community service. It's always the bad side of Foundry I see and deal with on a daily basis. Considering my prison officer friend was just over again last night, I get that. I mean, he almost always works 16-hour shifts, every shift, 5 days a week, and he's up in the tower now, so he's not down with the inmates, but still, I mean, his job is literally to sit up in the tower in case something happens. And then something happens, he's supposed to get the rifle and handle the business from up in the tower. That's his job. That's a wild job. That is like, I couldn't imagine going to work every day and being like, I'm probably just going to sit in the tower all day and twiddle my thumbs for 16 hours. But there is the off chance that I might have to murder somebody today. It's just wild. All right, sorry, just lost in thought there. So I feel what she's saying here. I feel it. On the other hand, if you ask the miners the same question, they'll tell you about injury and death in the mine and dangers of working there, especially now with the infestation of some very, very aggressive creatures. That's life in Foundry from their perspective. Hell, that sounds depressing, she smiles. There are positive sides too. The mining business brings in a lot of money and goods, and Foundry is one of the safest places to live in UnderRail thanks to the Foundry Guard. So there's a lot of positives. People keep saying that, but then they're also telling me that people are dying not just in the mines, but also in the residential area. So I don't understand why everybody seems to be like towing the company line that it's safe here, because it doesn't really seem safe here. Besides the fact, how can it really be that safe here when everybody's clearly dying from breathing in the polluted air? All right, so that just would leave the money and goods as the only positives to be here. Do you know anything about the mine creatures? I mean, based on what she has already said, probably not that much. Well, the Foundry Guard is on high alert right now because of those things. Apparently, miners came in contact with some unknown species of violent creatures, and for safety reasons, the mine has been temporarily closed. You say that, but I've 100% been through the mine, and nobody stopped me. My advice to you, amigo, would be to avoid going near the mine and generally stay close to armed personnel until the situation has been resolved. There have been reports of killings in the residential area, and the creatures could be responsible. Now, that was the most level-headed version of that we've heard so far, because everybody else is like, oh, the creatures are killing people, but she's like, there's killings, because she probably, understands that the type of people that live here. Eyes open, got it? All right, I like her. It's gonna be weird, but she might be one of my favorite characters now. Tell me about the prison. This prison is so secure, no one's ever managed to escape from here. No one even tried. Everyone knows how any such attempts will end. Well, there was a riot several years ago. Unsuccessful, of course, but other than that, nothing. Foundry prides itself on being a station of justice, and prisoners go through fair trial, something which is rarely performed nowadays, amigo. Usually, it's, you seem guilty, boom, next please, sad but true. Those who end up here usually do community service, which includes mining and other types of work. Can you tell me more about the community service? Just give me 1 second. Sorry. Oh, God. Today's the day that my mother gets taken to the doctors. So I'm getting updates on how that's going, and it's not going well. What can I... Alright, that's it. Right? We asked her everything. Ooh. Oh, okay, so this is, I was like, what are these? Alright, so it's telling me, I feel like it's telling me not to explore. Alright, well then we're going to save, because I very well could screw this up. And I believe I'm coming back here, based on some of the hints that Berlin gave me. Or I shouldn't say I think I'm coming back here. I know I'm coming back here. So I don't want to preemptively upset everybody, because I don't want to have to kill everybody here, because that would be an absolute nightmare. Can I go down this hall? Yes. Okay, I can't check the medical locker, and I can't go in either of these doors. But what I do need to get into when I come back is vents. But I'm not seeing any vents. Does anybody know where the vents are? Alright, so am I going to have to explore a little bit just to find the vents? And I'm going to guess this is where I'm not allowed to go past these two dudes? No one has ever managed to escape from here. No one ever will. These prisoners don't get their food for free. No, they'll be back in the mines as soon as it gets reopened. Am I allowed in here? Nope! That's why we dropped the save. I'm glad I noticed that before I accidentally walked over there and triggered it. Alright, so I'm really hoping the vent that I need to get into is in this room, because I feel like I should be able to stealth down. Maybe not. Well, we could try stealth down the stairs. We can give it a quick go right now and just see if I stealth up here, right, and then I go down and I go right over to the door. Go. Oh, I'm already red. How am I already red? Well, that's peculiar. Alright, what if I go in her office? It's a long walk though. I'm not gonna be able to make that walk. Close the door. Reopen the door. Yeah, there's no way. Keep going. Don't stop. Alright, and there's a camera right here. So, and then I immediately bumped into the guard. Okay. I'm just trying to figure out where the vents are. Crap. We're obviously not keeping this save. Alright, he just put on a shield. Oh, that was buggy. Seriously, where are the vents that I'm supposed to be sneaking in? Oh, that was... Come on. Alright, everybody get their shots off. Ow. Ow. Quit it. Somebody's throwing a grenade? Oh my god! That was a perfect shot. And now I'm freaking... Well, alright, well, I'm not going to get any further. Because I thought I was going to be able to. Alright, maybe it's one of these doors? Yeah, maybe. So if I maybe go down here and I wait for, like, what about over here? If I go over, you know, because then he can see me. Alright, I'm not sure where to go, where nobody's going to be able to see me. If I go in the corner and I stealth here, alright, nobody sees me except for maybe the camera. Alright, lock picking. Alright, so we can get... Oh my god, there's a dude right there! So we can get into this room, but I don't see how this is particularly helpful. Especially now that he just walked over right next to me. Alright, and he's about to spot me. Just go. Close the door, I guess. Yeah, like, I know. I grabbed the wrong lockpick, but that's fine. This universe is probably not going to stay. Go in. Go. There's the vent. Okay. Oh, okay. They're looking for me. So okay. So when I go to do this for UnderRail, we're gonna have to be very careful. All right. We know where we're going now, at least. Look, I did some planning. I almost never do that. Shocking, I know. Okay, so there's still more people we're looking for to talk to. Like, I want to see if I could open up this door. Lockpicking 40. Okay. Just gonna go back over here for a second and actually put the correct lockpick down here, which would be this one, because we can do lockpick. Okay, now he's over there. Great. Okay. This room's chill. That's not really worth a lot, but it's something. What do we got? I mean, I mainly like doing the lockpicking and stuff so I get XP. Trying to keep an eye on the weight. Alright, so now it says we can go into this room, which is confusing. Like, I wasn't allowed in here, but I can go into here? I guess once you're in, you're in. It doesn't matter. Like, yeah, this is like somebody's house. I guess. Alright, hacking. Ooh, Rat Hound Barbecue. That sounds good to me. Alright, we need to put the hacker down here. And let's hack the box. Sounds like a weird game. What are you playing? I'm playing Hack the Box. Ooh. It's honestly not that great, but still. I'll take it. Okay. Well, don't really need to close the door, but we're at least getting some thieving on. Commoner over there in his robes. Commoner. Another place we're not supposed to go in. Another place we're not supposed to go in. Lockpicking 80. I can do 93 with the regular lockpick. Can anybody see me right now? Nobody can see me. Okay, you knucklehead. You have to click on the lockpick. Anybody in here? Alright, so we're just robbing everybody in Foundry, apparently. Did I just hear a pig? Oh yeah, because whatever weirdness is happening over here, we don't know what's happening over here, but there's definitely some weirdness happening over here. Anybody in here? Nope. I'm just gonna keep robbing and using all of our lockpicks, which is good because we've had lockpicks for a while and not really been using them. And I put all those points into lockpicking. Ooh, there's some monies. Anybody in here? No. So this is just somebody else's house. We're just robbing everybody's house slowly. Hey, there's one of my lockpicks back. What would suck is you do all the robbing and then I go to leave and the person's like in the first room, just standing there. So this door. Alright, nothing in here. I'll bump into him. Now there's a junk pile up here, but yeah, what is happening over here? Strange comm device. Alright, we've had that before. That always gives us some XP. Alright, so there's pigs and bones. And so is this like, alright, let's just come out of stealth for a minute. We can go in here. Is this a store? Like a meat store? Messer. Hey, what's up, meat man? Sexy. Alright. You see a stout, middle-aged man butchering a pig. You observe the motions he makes with each cut and notice how every single one is performed with great ease and accuracy, reflecting years and years of experience. After a few moments, the man puts his knife aside and wipes his hands clean. After that, he turns to you with a slight smile, then begins speaking in a baritone voice of unusual warmth with just a hint of huskiness in it. I mean, come on, these descriptions are are great. Why, hello there. I haven't seen you around here before. I'm Kirk Messer, the local butcher. As you can probably see. What do you need? I don't know, big boy. What do you got for me? Way more questions for him. Ask about Fandry, quality of meat. Do those bums from the slums cause you any problems? Why would I ask that? How do you feel about those mind creatures? I want to know how tasty they are. That's what I want to know. Alright. Well, I don't like them. I think that should be obvious. Yeah, they've killed miners and Foundry guardsmen and are responsible for the temporary closing of mine. But if we put it all aside for a moment, I wonder what... Sorry. Not as bad as the Mama Murphy one, but oh my god. I said the same thing. I said the same thing. Oh. We were just talking about that last night. So my prison officer friend, his girlfriend has a son that's a little bit younger than my son, a couple years younger. And was joking around with him, telling him, you know, like all the different animals that I've eaten, many via jerky. So like I've had a lot of exotic animal jerky. I've mentioned it before: python, kangaroo, ostrich. You know, some less exotic, elk and boar, wild boar, and things like that. But my favorite was the boa constrictor, which I was very surprised about. But anyway, I've said before that there's not a lot that I won't try. I enjoy cooking. I enjoy eating. I'm not a really big guy, but you know, I got meat on my bones. But I definitely I always think, I wonder what that tastes like. Like I found out recently that platypi, is that the, I don't know, platypuses, it's either platypuses or platypi, I'm not sure, are poisonous. And I was just like, that's so, I mean, they're already very weird animals, right? Like they're just, and then they're also poisonous too? Like to eat, like a mushroom. Like a lot of mushrooms are poisonous. Like I would love to go foraging because I love mushrooms, but I'd be too afraid that I would pick the wrong ones and kill myself. So anyway, that was hilarious that I said that. And then I often wonder what they taste like, if their meat is edible and tastes at least somewhat good. I could become the only one who can offer that unique meat in the whole South UnderRail. Get your Rocky Steaks at Messer's. Yeah. Messer drifts off for a moment, obviously thinking about this hypothetical future. He becomes aware of what he's doing, though, and looks at you again. Anyway, hey, what can I do for you? That was great. What's the... tell me about Foundry. I'm guessing I don't need to say anything about the pollution, because you can experience that for yourself. Yeah, a piece of advice. Be careful what you eat, drink, and remember to wear your respirator so the foul air doesn't slowly kill you. It's like smoking. Your throat is the first thing to go after a while. Depending on your luck, your health slowly leads down the same tunnel. Yet so many people live here despite all that. Well, you lose on one front, but win on several others. The Iron Mine brings in a lot of money. I mean, it still really seems like money. Yeah, and people like money. I'm ahead of the story every time I go to say something. He laughs. Yeah, also the Foundry Guard keeps us safe from the Ironheads, and we've never had any raider jackasses penetrate the outer perimeter. Since I moved here, I literally forgot what it's like to live in fear of raiders. Alright, but you gotta live in fear of whoever's murdering people, and the creatures that are murdering people, and the pollution. I don't know about either one of these. I feel like this might be insulting, and this also could be insulting. I don't know why. The wording of this one is extraordinarily peculiar to me. Let's put it this way. He cuts a piece of meat on the cutting table and shows it to you. Just look at the color of this one. Smell it. I don't sell muck. This is fresh and quality meat. If you're worried about the Foundry's pollution problems affecting the meat quality, don't be. Messer eats the raw piece of meat he just showed you. That's nasty. Good. I mean, I've had tartare before, so... eating raw meat, I love sushi and sashimi, so eating, in certain contexts, eating raw things is okay, but he's eating raw pig. No, I'm not doing that. Good stuff. See, I'm eating it raw. He likes it raw, apparently. That's how confident I am in its quality. So yeah, I think that should be good enough. Purchase your meat here and you're golden. Oh... Let me see. Before I possibly upset him with that question. All right, I have nothing to sell him. He has. Ooh, I do need these. I do, but not 5 of them. I need 2. How expensive are they? Oh, not expensive at all. Okay. Bacon and cheese sandwich. Oh, that actually sounds good. Apparently I'm hungry. I mean, it doesn't look good. But it sounds good. Alright, I don't need anything else from him. So let's possibly upset him now. Oh, he's back to hacking, whacking, smacking. Yeah, I'd not talk about it. Continues cutting meat on the table. Yeah, I'd not talk about it. Okay. Let's talk about something else. Okay, that was an interesting reaction to the question. So either I did upset him, or... I mean, I can go over here. Oh, I could climb over the fence? Oh, I'm lightly encumbered. Great. Great. Alright, I was gonna do something. Oh, I was gonna go into stealth, but I can climb over the fence. Do I even have agility 7? I can't remember. Yeah, I do, but I don't know if I can do it lightly encumbered. And to do what? To kill the pigs? What am I hopping the fence for? Oh. 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 He's the one that's killing people. That's what I'm thinking. Alright, well, I was going to try to rob him. That was the plan. Anyway, so let's drop... We'll save over this save. Because we haven't got caught yet. Then we're going to try to just walk in the room, grab this. I'm going to probably bump into him if I try to do the barrel. So I might be able to do this in the foot locker if they don't need to be lockpicked. But let's see. But I'm... Like, I swear I wasn't over... The dog crates over encumbered me. Okay. I can't use the barrel in his store. That's like the first barrel. Alright, this might be wild. I can put stuff into the junk pile? Yeah, I guess so. So... How much did the dog crates weigh? Only one. Not that much. Alright, whatever. We'll drop off. Guns. Alright, these pair of boots are increase stealth by 4. I don't know, those ones that I have on still seem pretty important. Alright, we'll drop off. How much do these weigh? 5. 32. That's better. How much do you weigh? Not that much. Alright, most of these things don't weigh that much. Food probably doesn't weigh that much. How about you? 9 pounds. So I get for stealing. 5 pounds. Alright, that's much better. I just have to remember to get my stuff from the junk pile. And yeah, my stealth level is doing great. Alright, so the question is, did I not do it? Why am I not doing it? Okay, there we go. I just took the wicked hook. That's... Is it a weapon? It is a weapon. This peculiar device might not have been intended as a weapon, but it's obvious that you could, in a pinch, swing the large wicked hook at an enemy. It would have certain advantages over a conventional knife. I wasn't expecting it to be... I don't know what I was expecting, but I wasn't expecting it to be a weapon. Alright, so then the question is, can we get in here now that we're moving at normal speed and get into his footlocker before he realizes? The answer is yes. I do need to check something real quick. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I hit a... One of the things about using a keyboard to do things, when I don't normally use keyboard to do things, is if you accidentally hit a button, which is exactly what I just did, it's possible that I hit the stop recording button, but I didn't. So I just wanted to check and make sure that everything was okay. I cannot pick that lock with this lock pick, but can I pick it with this lock pick? It says 98. Attempts to disable a mechanical lock while increasing your lockpicking skill by 5. With your effective lockpicking skill, you could pick a lock up to 98. So I'm so close to being able to do level 100, which is what I need to get in here. Alright, we have a guard. Still haven't found who we're looking for. This area is very big, though, as you can see. So I guess we'll figure out, like, let's come out of stealth. Who are you? All fear the Sentinel. Okay, can I come here? Alright, I can go in there as well. Might as well finish checking out stuff here before I go someplace else. Alright. Mayor, Chief, Foundry, Gunner. Foundry, Gunner. Okay. We found the mayor finally. We still have not found Everhard. What? God damn it. That guy. Alright, but we found the mayor. That's important. Alright, this is just another place I can steal stuff apparently. And then there's a ladder. Pick that lock. Oh boy, a bandage. I'll take it, because sometimes people want to buy it. Come on. Oh. Foundry plans. We've found that before. And we found the sniper rifle. Okay. Couldn't we not go into that door? Well, we could come out of that door? Or no, this is the one we can't go in. Alright, there was some murder happening over here. I haven't come over here. What happened in the corner over here? It's a secret, apparently. Okay. He can still see me. Alright, I don't... Alright, yeah, walk right to me. That's exactly what I wanted. I'm trying. Okay, there's... God damn it. Excuse me. I'm trying to go into stealth. And there's people everywhere. Yeah, I was going to try to check this door. No, that's... Hey. Hi. Hey. Can you... What did I do? Could you go into stealth, please? Thank you. Alright, well that guy already sees me, so... Great job. Alright, I have to lock pick. And that's going to be really hard because there's a million people around. I'll give it a go. Alright, well we're in. We did it. Oh boy, another heavy gas can. Is there anybody in here? No, okay. I mean, I am glad I'm getting to use lockpicks, because like I said, I've been carrying them around for a while, and not really been using them for anything. Oh, batteries. That's good. Alright, is this like a doctor's office? Alright, and then there's this door over here. I have no idea. I mean, I could just go for it. It's right by this dude. Can't see. Yeah, this is somebody else's house again, so we're just just doing more robbing. Oh, dirty rag. They got a lot of bandages here, which is a little weird, in my opinion. Anybody in here? No. God damn it, these gas cans. Alright, gotta get rid of these gas cans that I picked up. I think I'm just gonna leave the doors open from now on. Alright, so we'll come back over to our friendly junk pile. And we will drop off 2 more gas cans. This doesn't weigh that much, but I don't need that. That'll leave in there because it doesn't weigh anything. Now you might be saying, why are you even bothering to do this? You're fine on weight right now, and you're right. I am fine on weight, but like we end up getting over encumbered in the most inconvenient times. So I'm trying to make sure that that doesn't happen by storing things random places willy-nilly, so that way I can come back and pick them up later. You like the sight of your own blood? Alright, that should be good. Alright, so we still haven't found everywhere we found the mayor, though. Alright, we'll come out of stealth again. And so... where the hell? I feel like we've... Alright, so we've still not been everywhere, because we've not been over here. Or no, we have been over here, because that's where we went to the ladder, but we haven't been over here. Yeah, because we went in here. Yeah, open the door and close the door. That's clearly what I wanted. Yeah, we went up the ladder. Just leave the doors open. So we haven't been in there. We haven't been down here. So we're gonna drop a save. This is the save that I dropped when I just loaded, didn't I? Oh, why did I do that? Alright, well, that's the dumbest thing I've done in a while. Alright, so... Oh, Jesus Lord. Alright, I'll do all that looting and stuff later. After I finish the episode, so that way you don't have to watch me do all the looting again. Let's just go talk to the mayor. Get out of stealth. Now, I don't even know if the mayor's going to talk to me, but we're going to give it a go. How about the chief? Will you talk to me? The man pays no attention to you since he seems to be engaged in a conversation with the other man. Okay, so, no, he doesn't want to talk to me. That's fine. No, don't rob the desk. We're not trying to do that. There is a lot of stuff in here to rob, though. Hello, Mayor. A pair of frowning eyes track you as you make your approach. Before you is a thin, short man wearing a well-made leather vest with finely polished shoulder pads cast out of metal, and his coal-black gloves, leather boots, and pants seem to be of the same high quality. He addresses you with a tone of a voice appropriate to his displeased expression. What is the meaning of this? Who are you? Actually, it doesn't really matter. Anyway, we're busy, so if you could please leave us to our discussion, we would really appreciate it. I apologize for disturbing you, but I need to ask you a couple questions. Are you the mayor of this place? Yo, you run this place? I got a few questions for you. We'll try this one. He briefly exchanged looks with the man standing next to him. Yes, I see where this is headed. Fine. I'm Martin Marshall, and you're right. I am the mayor of Foundry. The gentleman next to me is Chief Dalton Banner of the Foundry Guard. Chief's... oh, he's wild looking. The chief's appearance is quite the opposite of mayor's, as he is both taller and wide-shouldered. And his mere presence you felt the instant you entered the room, yet despite his imposing image, his calm and collected behavior is in contrast to the mayor's so far feverish temperament. Thus, the chief politely nods after having been introduced. Well then, who are you? I'm Berlin. Pleased to meet you. Berlin, well that's... that's well and good indeed. Now that we've properly introduced, unless you have something of utmost importance to tell us, I am going to have to ask you to leave. I heard you have problems with some mind creatures. Is there anything I can do to help? Do you need help with anything? What can you tell me about Foundry? Nothing for the moment. Goodbye. Let's just go right to offering him help, and not specifically with this, just in general. Do you need help with anything? Why do you ask me this? Why would I tell you anything? On the other hand, why am I even talking to you? Just leave us, please. Okay, so that didn't go well. I believe Berlin had told me that the mayor would not want to talk to me. That appears to be the case. I mean, I'll try this. I'm sure you did, but please let me tell you something. Foundry is one of the richest and most defended stations in Lower UnderRail. We have so many well-trained and well-armed men and women to take on anyone who tries to disturb us. Why will we need your help? Well, I come from Southgate Station. I've helped them deal with a number of difficult problems in the past. It's what I do. Persuade maybe you people are not as tough as you think. If you were, you would have this problem taken care of by now, and maybe I'm the man that can do it for you. I offered my help. You want it? Good. You don't? You're lost. Then you should have it all under control, I suppose. Let's talk about something else. I'm going to fail the persuade. So let's try this. That's what you say. You do realize I can't exactly trust a random person who walks in my office, do you? I'm sorry, but if you really want to gain my trust, you're going to have to do much better than simply be a Southgater who thinks he's better than everyone. I didn't say that. Alright, we'll leave him be because he's getting mad at me. Alright, so we found the mayor, but that didn't help with anything. Dear God, where's Everard? Over here? Alright, this area is also very big. And none of these people are Everard, so we can go into these places. So let's just Evelyn. That's almost Everard. What just happened? Do I have to talk to Evelyn to open the door? Okay. The young, attractive woman seems to be the only person present in this quiet home. Even at first sight, it is clear that this woman shines as bright as a diamond in a bucket of coal. when compared to the other women you've seen in Foundry so far. Oh my. Her beautifully elongated face and her slim yet curvy figure form a striking image, which is sadly smudged by one tiny imperfection: mild swelling and blackness around her tired green eyes. She is the first one to speak. Good day. May I help you somehow? Hi, my name is Berlin. I apologize for disturbing you, but I'd like to ask you a couple questions. I mean, they're both the same. Let's try this one, I guess. She smiles. Well, since you're so polite, I suppose I have to indulge you. My name is Evelyn Ingren. Berlin, what would you like to talk to me about? Who are you and what do you do around here? I don't think it would be very smart of me to discuss personal information with a stranger, but you seem like an honest guy, different than the ones I'm usually surrounded with. Oh, okay. I'm definitely a different kind of guy. I don't know what to say about myself. Well, I was the wife of the former Foundry Guard Chief Michael Ingram. You might have heard of him. Sadly, he died some time ago from a heart attack, leaving me all alone. Oh, so are you lonely? You have a nice little place here. I see you have some art on display back there. Sorry to hear that. I'm sorry. Maybe we should change the subject. I'm just going to say I'm very sorry to hear that. I was really shocked when he died. All was well until one day he suddenly fell, dying before he hit the floor. Dr. Stevenson told me that it was a heart attack. Apparently, he'd been overworked and overstressed and slept too little, not to mention the quality of living conditions here. In the end, all that got him, leaving me to cope with loneliness. Oh, she is lonely. See, I did write this. Losing a man I loved like that left a hole in my heart I don't think I'll ever be able to fill again. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe it's time to move on. I am, in bold, I am young and still have so much to live for. Are we flirting? Was that what's happening right now? She sighs. It's complicated. Oh, I'm gonna get flirt. I'm gonna get to flirt. I'm gonna get to flirt. I'm gonna get to flirt. It's complicated. Maybe that's enough about this subject. A beautiful woman like you should not be forced to sit alone in your home and wither away. I can make you company if you don't have a problem with that. That's very forward of me. But I have to, because they've not had anything like this before, so I'm going with it. A charming smile slowly appears on her face. Not at all. Thank you for the compliment, but I don't consider myself that beautiful. Again in bold. Has they used bold before? I don't even think that they've had. All of a sudden, Evelyn's emphasizing specific words. I love this. Pretty seems more appropriate, but you were right about me being alone. That is true, sadly. She pauses, letting her seductive stare convey her unspoken thoughts. After a few moments, she turns away to grab a bottle of some seemingly expensive drink and shows it to you. Care for a drink? Is Evelyn going to kill me? Or just all of a sudden my brain went like, this is not a romance game. I feel like she's gonna murder me. She's the one killing people. Now I suspect everyone. Oh my god. Yes, we have to. Just to see where it goes. Have a drink with Evelyn. Oh no. Oh no. Uh-oh. I'm naked and I have what appears to be, I'm not reading any of the words yet. I'm just looking at what's there. I'm naked, I'm in my boxers. Somehow I still have hair, even though I'm supposed to be bald. But I'm in brown, poop brown boxers, and I have what appears to be a brain with an X over it. Is that... Alright, now let's read. You find yourself in Evelyn's bedroom, feeling a strong headache and dizziness after a mere 2 drinks that weren't that strong at all. She poisoned me. She poisoned. I knew it. Oh, the beautiful ones always get you. Let alone enough for you to lose consciousness. As the dark curtain slowly lifts from your eyes, you are presented with a bone-chilling image. Evelyn is standing before you, pointing a large knife right at your face. The semi-drugged, nauseating state you're in only enhances her transformation from beauty into beast, making the experience even more surreal. Her kind eyes have now become flaming furnaces, emitting enough heat to turn your skin to liquid. Her charming smile, a scrap of metal shredder grinning at your impending doom. And her soft, full hair, strands of molten metal erupting from the tip of her head and flowing down her face. This is, I'm sorry. I just read the text message. That's upsetting. Alright, let's continue. Only as you recoil do you realize that you have been undressed almost completely, which further exacerbates your position. After she watches you flounder for a few moments, she finally decides to speak. Oh, my sweet Berlin, how naive can you get? Now that I have you in my grasp, we're going to have so much fun. Well, at least I will. Duh. After finishing her last sentence, she clenches her knife and moves towards you. Well, I found the killer. And I discovered a secret crawl space. Can I save? I can't save in a fight. So... Alright, what does this mean? Poison black dragon. Affected by poison which prevents... Oh, you... You know, I thought I was going to be okay. I thought I was going to be okay in the fight because I was like, well, it's fine. She took my weapons. I don't need any weapons. My brain is my weapon. And that's what this means. That means I can't... And I don't... This is not going to go well. Oh, damn it. I mean, my melee is high. So maybe I'll be able to punch her in the face? I could always try to escape. I can't even... I don't even have my healing. God damn it. I missed 80%. 80% I missed. I missed 80%. %. Now it's 95%. Right, I might actually win this fight. She hasn't punched, she hasn't stabbed me yet. But I missed again. 3 times. All right, make her come to me. Oh, get out of here. She stunned me with a kick to my butt. She kicked me in the butt. And that stunned me. For 2 turns. I'm so upset. Alright, she's incapacitated. I can't heal. Just finish her off. Okay, so I've murdered Evelyn now. I don't know how that helps me. Evelyn Ingram wants to kill you. Find a way to escape. Oh. Son of a... Oh, no. So I wasn't supposed to fight her? I was... Oh... What... Because they're going to be mad at me for murdering her. And... So I should have just crawled into the hole. I guess. Okay. Where's my stuff? That's not my stuff. Well, I can't lock. Does she have it on her? Where's my stuff? Can I get into her foot locker now? There's my stuff. Alright, but this is... How do I get rid of this? What's a poison? Would the antidote work? Never used an antidote before. Yes. Yes, it does. This is all probably for naught because and I guess I'll try to use one of these just to speed up the process. That's the first time I've used one of those. Alright. Yeah, this might all be for naught because if they're going to be upset at me for defending myself, you know, there's no guarantee that they're going to believe me. If I'm just like, oh no, she attacked me and I had to defend myself and murder the beautiful woman that I just met, was hoping to be my future girlfriend. Should have put that on before I used the medicine, whatever. No, maybe it didn't matter. What am I missing? My shield. And my boots. Wait, which one's the... Alright, we'll put the... We haven't thrown a grenade in a while. It's been a weird episode. I always put these here and then I never use them. And I've used caltrops mildly successfully in the past, but I never think to use them. Alright, at least we're all suited back up here. She's gonna have like, no, just regular food in her fridge. Alright. I guess I'll still go over here and jump into the where I was supposed to go to see if I'm gonna have to do all this all over again too. Holy Jesus Christ. Well, wasn't expecting all this. Jaw part. It's a piece of jaw lined with teeth. It looks human. Why do I want this? Just for the XP, I'll take it, I guess. So So she's I guess if now I have proof, because I was like, how am I gonna prove that she's the killer? I mean, maybe I should be in stealth. I don't know. I don't think she's gonna have a partner, right? That would be weird. All right, there is a ladder. Where are we? There's a bar? Seriously, what? Where are we? There's a whole... I am very confused. Like, there's a whole ass, like, place to live down here. There's another refrigerator? There was two here. I mean, maybe this is just a rare case where my build was perfect for fighting her, because I'm good at melee. And if I wasn't, that would have been very difficult, I imagine. Like, what is going on? She has... Alright, anyway, this is funny. Enter the password. Berlin Rocks 12345. Your password. I love my mom. Papyrus containing the incantations to preserve its black seeds of vengeance against heretics from Sebek, who is in the underworld. Let me in, you stupid That sounds like something I would do. Stupid Petrus, to type something random, but I have hacking, so access granted. Welcome, Evelyn Ingram. Please select one of the following options. Documents, games, exit. Documents. Okay, so we have a whole... What? Alright, we're going to come back and read all of this, because she has a whole, like, underground bunker? Monster sketch. It's a sketch of some sort of semi-amorphous tentacle monster crawling out of some manner of container. Okay. I feel like this could be my new base. Maybe. Oh, a special item I can sell. I forgot who I sold the other things to. Somebody in, whatchamacallit, Core City. I'm going to be over encumbered any minute now. I'm picking up way too much stuff. But this is like a hoarder's dream here. This is just stuff, and more stuff. This place is... What is this? What is this? I don't understand. Can't tell. It looks like a window. What is the purpose of this room? How big is this place? Oh, wait, what? It's not attacking me, which is confusing, especially considering I'm not in stealth anymore. What is going on? So she was a serial killer, murderer, whatever. Okay, like, I get that. But what? There's just so much else going on down here that I don't understand. And also, how do I turn on the lights? We even have a weapons locker area over here. Does anybody know where the light switch is? Has anybody seen? Alright. I mean, there's a computer console we can check. I just want to, like, go in all the rooms first. Alright, we need to do some lock picking. That's fine. Put the lock picks back down here. I hope that this, because of all the dead bodies, that I don't have to that they're going to be okay with this whole thing. That they're not, and there we go, I knew it was coming. That they're not going to be like, no, you're the murderer. Because goddammit, I'm not the murderer. She was the murderer. I just got here. Like yesterday. Okay. I need a place to drop. Alright, we'll drop some stuff off on this desk, I guess. Just so that way we can move. Yeah, normally I always go for the weapons and stuff because it's normally the heavier stuff. But we know we also have something like that. And I could also... Alright, I can only do that one. Speaking of which, like, I have this. And I guess this is just something I can sell. Because it's blue, just like that other special item that I just picked up. I forgot what it was already. It was a hair clip or something. That was also, yeah, this. So when it says, when it's blue like that, and it says miscellaneous, that's just something I can sell. I can't actually do anything with it. I guess. Alright, so what's this computer console? No power. Alright, well, I'm scared to turn this on because the turrets are going to wake up. Alright, hold on. Yeah, let's go back over here. Because the turrets are off. Can I hack this? Oh, I don't need to hack it. Okay. So the power to that works. Where does this go? Bro. Where am I now? This is banana pants. What? What is... To a ladder. We already saw another ladder down there that it didn't go up. And then what is this? Just a hole in the wall? I guess so. So where is this gonna take me? Where? Oh, back into her room. Okay, I was totally, I didn't. Alright, we're gonna go back. We didn't finish down here, but... Alright, we don't need to be in stealth, apparently. I just confused how she has this massive bunker under her house, but maybe once we read the computer entries, that will help us. Now, I don't need to turn on the computer to do the computer entries. turn on the power, which I'm guessing that's how I'm turning on the power. And there was also this ladder over here. So we will check this ladder as well. Come back down, read the computer terminals. We are going to go to stealth. So as I have no idea. The ladder is locked. Okay. Never mind, not doing the ladder. And then there's the whole ventilation shaft too. Is there any reason for me to go crawling around in there? Alright. So, they're diary entries. Let's start at the beginning. Entry 1. Dear Diary, this is so silly. I don't even know why I'm writing this. I suppose with Michael spending all his free time working on his damn bunker, I too need something to do to pass the time better than wasting it with my boring neighbors. Duh. I don't know what to write, so I'll call it a day for now. I like how we can just go next. And then, like, she seems totally normal here. What? Like, her husband makes her lose it? Her husband's death makes her lose it, I guess? Because you've got the big smiley face down here. Dear Diary, yep, he's down there again. He made me swear I won't tell anyone about it. Who does he think I am? Some blabbermouth? I don't even socialize that much, duh, so he doesn't have to worry at all. But I understand. I mean, you know, he's been worried about this cohort, short thing, whatever it's called, and he wants what's best for the two of us. Oh, gotta go, he's back. This diary thing isn't so bad after all, now that I think about it. Okay, still normal. Ugh, why is he doing this to me? I had another argument with him. I told him I'm tired of not ever seeing him and that I'm bored to death. If I go down there, I'm disturbing him. Oh, Evelyn, sweetie, this is important, blah, 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 chort. Go to hell, Michael. You're the only one in Foundry who is obsessed with that, and it's not going to happen. Please spend some time with me. I simply don't fit in here with the rest of Foundry. The Parkers are boring. The Stevensons are depressing. The Greenwalls, no comment on the Greenwalls. I'm just sad here. Maybe I should have listened to my mother and stayed in this. I better go lie down. Alright, so far she seems like an unhappy wife. We went from a happy face to a frowny face. Dear Diary, it's me again. I've decided to continue writing after his death. It's strange, but this diary thing seems to so foreign to me, even though it's been, what, a month and a half? It's all upside down in my head. I read my previous entries and what I wrote about Michael. If someone else was reading it, he or she would have thought I hated the man, but a black hole in my heart says otherwise. I just wanted some attention. Excuse me. Sorry, I need a sniffle. He was busy working on his bunker all the time, worried about that stupid chort. Funny, now, even I don't fully understand what it was all about. I simply trusted him and his judgment. Okay, so he built this really cool bunker to protect against them for some reason. What did I do? Oh, this bunker is... it was the second page. This bunker is beautiful, though. Now I spend even more time here than upstairs, especially because the ventilation system keeps the air so clean and fresh. This is what I'm talking about. Why... If one dude could build all this, then why are you not using the money to build... Anyway, whatever. Going back up causes me to cough instantly. I'm still barely talking to people. The whole Foundry was there on funeral day. And I swear Neil Learman said at one point or another, if you need anything, Evelyn, we're here for you. Tomorrow, not a single soul in sight. Typical. Well, that's all for now. I better find something else to do. Bye. So finding something else to do is murdering people? Dear Diary, this life has become a living hell. Being alone is not working out for me. Go figure. I simply can't take it anymore. I'm too young and can't be stuck in this block of concrete for the rest of my life. I need company. I really need someone to hug me again. Michael, I hope you forgive me. I love you. Okay, so it sounds like she's just ready to move on. How do I was trying to figure out how we go from this to murder. Next. Dear Diary, Jeremy left me today. When I first met him, I felt something I hadn't felt in a long time. He made me laugh. He made me happy. He made me forget. I thought he was the right one to pull me out, but today he told me we're breaking up. To tell you the truth, he said something about me being a recluse, depressive, or whatever. At some point, I just stopped listening. I had to. I felt betrayed, infuriated. I felt like I was about to explode. I felt the urge to grab a knife, so I did. I'm going to lie down now. I feel tired. So it sounds like she killed Jeremy. So Jeremy was the first one. It's Evelyn again. Just came to tell you I got another one. Men, they're all the same, They always fall for a sad, lonely widow that needs a new man in her life. Aw, I told him what he wanted to hear and puppeteered him into my bedroom. I got him naked. His eyes were like fires. Tied the native bastard to the bed, and then I pulled out a knife, stabbed him right through his right eye. Fire extinguished. He wasn't expecting that, He was squirming as I pushed the knife through his eye into his brain, finally ending his miserable life. So much fun, a little messy, but I'll just dump his body with the rest. With all the fuss about the Rockies killing people, no one will ever suspect me, a poor, lonely widow. Back to being the smiley face. So she got her groove back. P.S. I think his name was Jimmy or something. Right. This was Jimmy missing. I'm not good with remembering who's missing. But I feel like that was important. Next. Tommy, what a sweet young man. Really handsome, and I do mean handsome. He was just passing through Foundry like most of them. Oh, we had so much fun today. Well, at least I had. He was the one screaming most of the time, that is, while he still had his lower jaw attached. Oh, that's whose lower jaw I have now. Oh, duh. I still remember the terrified look in his eyes when I showed him my trusty meat cleaver. Hacking, whacking, and smacking. So it was Butcher Evelyn instead of Butcher Pete. Then I started cutting. Cutting that meat, slash, just like Messer butchers his pigs. Made a terrible mess, though, as I got carried away a bit. Whoopsie, there was blood and bloody parts all over the place, and the stench was strong. Oh well, it's all clean now, ready for the next toy. Haha, I should take some rest. Killing men is pretty darn tiring. Ha 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 ha. Until next time, diary. Download to the... Okay, I guess so. So that's Wild Games. Play UnderRail Heavy Duty. What just happened? No? Can't play UnderRail Heavy Duty? Evelyn wants to kill you. Find a way to escape and warn the authorities. You found evidence that Evelyn is a serial murderer. You should report her to the authorities. Okay, so I had to come down here and download that. What happened with the game, though? Alright, I don't know what's happening. Am I playing UnderRail Heavy Duty now? Alright, so I guess the last thing to do before I leave is turn the power on. Because I know I can get, even if the turrets come alive, I know I can get out of here a different way. So, yeah, let's go ahead and turn the power on. Oh. Ow. Well, I've already been in there. So, that's wild. Security scope, access level 0, hack. Root command prompt engage, attempt to gain level 1 access. Hacking successful, access upgraded to level 1, continue. Security. Security auto turret. Oh, I could 100% turn them on. No, let's leave them off. Okay, so I can turn on the turrets. No, I don't want to turn on the turrets. But, alright, let's have a look-see around now that the lights are on. I mean, if this is this light, alright, so this is now my base. Is the ladder still locked? It is still locked. Okay. Well, we'll have to come back down here if they'll let us to get our stuff from the desk. So let's leave and go. This is not what I planned on doing, but let's go try to turn this in. I'm wondering where the other ladder goes now, though. Honestly, it's going to bother me. So the authorities would be the chief, right? I would think. It's so quiet now. Is the lights on? No, now the lights are on. I mean, I could try just talking to a random dude. I sure hope you're not planning on breaking the law. Nah. Me break the law? That's crazy. Alright, we'll try to go to the chief, because I feel like that would make sense. But my logic is not always UnderRail's logic, so... Hey. Oh! Okay, so yeah, he has a whole... I'd like to talk to you about Evelyn Ingram. He paused for a moment. Yes, what about her? I found some evidence that she's a murderer. Take a look at this. That derailed witch drugged me and tried to kill me. I'm just going to give her the flash drive. Chief examines carefully the files on a drive. You wait for him a while he does, but it doesn't take long for him to return to you. This is serious. We've had people gone missing lately, but most of the disappearances were attributed to the creatures from the mine. I'll send a few men to her home. Is there anything else I need to know? She's dead. I had to kill her in self-defense. I'll send some men to see what's going on. You wait here with me. Wait. Unbelievable. A hidden bunker full of corpses. I can't believe Evelyn, out of all people, was capable of committing such monstrous murders. You're lucky to have managed to save your hide there. My men found her corpse and are still on the scene of the crime. You are free to go. You acted in self-defense. I mean, he doesn't know that, but... You saved lives by exposing her. For that, here's a small reward. He gives me some monies. Are there any jobs available around here? As a matter of fact, I believe I might have something for you. Let's hear it. Very good. You are, I presume, familiar with the Ironheads, one of the largest gangs in Lower UnderRail. Well, one of their clans is causing a lot of trouble to Foundry and the whole region. These scum, and that is what they are being led by a man who calls himself Baylor, a man known for two things, his immense physical strength and a sinister red cybernetic eye. And unfortunately for us, I suppose his successful leadership can be added to that list. We, Foundry, have placed a bounty on his head of 1,000 Sharons. If you can bring me his eye as proof, the money is all yours. I'll do it. What else can you tell me about this Balor guy? Where can I find them? What can you tell me about these Ironheads? Can you tell me more about the dude? Not much is known about Balor. Some say that he is over 2 meters tall. Some that he can snap a rat hound's spine in two with one hand, and some even reported him flinging broken off stalagmites at his enemies. A boss, to use a colloquial expression, of course. Some of those claims are outrageous, but one seems consistent. He is more often than not described as wielding a sledgehammer, so heavy only he is able to lift it, as the story goes. He even offered one disarmed train guard the chance to use the hammer against him, but the fellow might as well have been trying to raise a boulder. So, it sounds like an interesting fight ahead of me. As for where to find him, his clan is situated in the warehouse block Beta, south of Foundry. The Ironhead activity in that area is quite heavy, and all the recent attacks came from that direction. If Balor is really there, he has some of the best security in South UnderRail. I'll do it. What else can you tell me? How do I get to this place? It's south of here, but actually reach it, either you'll have to go west and then south, or east and then south from the Foundry entrance. Okay, we already explored around there a little bit, accidentally. Both ways will lead to the warehouse block. Both should be well defended. Can you tell me about these Ironheads? They are the best organized gang in Lower UnderRail. While technically composed of multiple different clans, the cooperation and common interests clearly make them a part of a bigger whole. They have been increasingly more difficult to repel in recent years. Previously, They were a nuisance, but not much different than other lowlifes roaming the metro, but steadily have grown in size and power. They are intercepting travelers and merchants near stations, attacking heavily protected convoys, and have, in general, grown more bold, and I dare say, more cunning. We have more than enough firepower for them to even think about attacking the station itself, but the areas near Foundry, those are difficult to protect effectively. Other than that, I can't tell you much more. We learn about them only through their misdeeds, and since the name Balor grew more and more associated with those, I can safely say his leadership is what made the local Ironheads a dangerous enemy. I'm just going to say I'll do it. Very good. Best of luck. And remember, bring me his eye as proof. Okay. Wait, was there anything else? Wait, what? He has another job for me? The Foundry Guard Patrolman has spotted a group of faceless just west of Foundry. I would like you to go on a reconnaissance mission for us. We've been observing them for some time now, but their intentions are not clear to us. I just want you to try and find out what they're up to, nothing else. Your reward will be 100 Charons if you accomplish this task. Oh, okay. I'll take another quest, I guess. About Balor. What can you tell me about the Mind Creatures? What can you tell me about Foundry? Tell me about the Mind Creatures. I cannot discuss that with you, I'm sorry. Okay, well, I'm trying to help you guys with this. You jerks. Tell me about Foundry. I suppose I can. Foundry is a proud mining community that, thanks to mine rich in different metals, predominantly iron, has a strong strategic position in lower UnderRail. It might seem like I'm boasting, but Foundry Guard is above any station force you'll see. We have trained and well-armed, well-equipped men ready to swiftly deal with any and all threats. Unfortunately, the only thing the Foundry Guard cannot combat is foul air, but that is an issue we're working on mitigating. See you later. Okay, you still don't want to talk to me? What is it now? I heard you have problems with the Mind Creatures. Is there anything I can do to help? Do you need help with anything? Do you need help with anything? Yes, Chief told me you were someone who could be trusted. As far as I understood, you were of great assistance to some important matters. Well and good. If you really are so keen on helping this person, why not give it a chance? Then why not give you a chance? You do have energy. Okay. That's a very weird thing to say. Alright, as you know, unless you've been living in the most remote cave unknown to humanity, Foundry is the largest exporter of iron in lower UnderRail. What's even better is that our mine is not rich in just iron, but aluminum, titanium, and as of recently, chromium. We discovered large amounts of it several months ago in the form of a chromite ore. Needless to say, as soon as we discovered it, our miners began following the chromite veins. So a few weeks ago, they mined into a new cavern and encountered the very creatures you mentioned. What they saw there was unlike anything we have ever seen or ever heard of before. These creatures had shells made of rock with metallic blades protruding from their backs. Yes, you heard me right. I already killed a bunch of them. Shells made of rock. The creatures were aggressive, and we had to bring in the Foundry Guard to deal with them. Now these creatures, while resilient, were still no match for our brave troops. The true problem revealed itself when the guards encountered the beast. This might upset him, but I'm going to say it. I encountered the creature already. I went inside the mine on my own. You what? You absolute madman! Who let you? But why would you do something as dangerous as that? It's what I do generally. This is the truth. You wanted to kill it and become a hero? To be celebrated as the sole savior of Foundry? Correct? Ah, so that's why you came to me and asked if you needed help. You had failed. The beast is not dead. No, it isn't. He shakes his head. Well, at least you made it out alive. That creature is unstoppable. The Foundry Guard already tried nearly everything. The guardsmen shot it, burned it, used grenades, nothing. It's hard as rock, as you probably noticed for yourself. Yes, I did. Most of the men sent to clear the mine are now dead, and I've had no other options but to order the closing of the mine. The problem will be hurting Foundry really fast if we don't find a way to deal with these things. We have days, a week at the most, before we run out of ore supplies with all the production, after which all production will stop. What can I do to help? We need a solution to the problem, and we would appreciate it if you could help us find one. At one point, we considered using explosives to collapse the tunnel and seal them off, but our mining supervisor advised us against it. What's worse, even though things have been a bit quieter in the mines for a few days, the rock creatures are emerging from the mines and attacking our citizens. No, they're not. That was Evelyn, or whatever her name was. I killed her. Although some of this that were caused by the rock creatures were actually murders you helped Chief Banner solve, all entrances to the mine are heavily guarded, so we were baffled to have learned that some people had gone missing. Alright, so there's still other people missing? Mind if I interrupt you for a second, sir? Not at all, Chief. Not at all. I was almost done anyway. Go ahead. As you see, young man, this is a problem which could, if left unresolved, mean the end of Foundry. The mine does not only feed the mouths of these people here, but also secures their protection. Do you think the Foundry Guard operates solely on goodwill? If you really want to help us, my suggestion is that you first speak with the only survivor from the unit that was tasked with clearing the mine. He knows more about the creatures than any one of us. His name is Sabin Molov, and you can find him at the mine entrance with the other guards. That is just east of the metalworks. Why didn't you relieve him of duty? I think he deserves some rest after what he's been through. Got it. Is that all? And what do I get for doing all this? I'm just going to say got it. Is that all? Nearly. You might want to speak to Marcos Bonti. He is our mining supervisor. You'll also find him at the mine entrance. He did advise us against collapsing that part of the mine with explosives, but talk to him again. Perhaps you could work out some solution to the problem. I believe we've gone through everything. I'm on the job. Well and good. Go now. Report to us once you have something. Okay. That was a lot. Look. 6. So, I think we did good. I hope we did good. Based on everything that Berlin had told me, all the tips that she gave me, and that they gave me, and they're very good at keeping things like vague, so like I could still figure things out on my own, which I greatly appreciate. So I think I didn't mess up. I think everything's still good. The only part that's weird is I still haven't found Everard, and I know there's a whole thing to do with Everard, and I haven't even found him yet. So that part's kind of weird. What? I looked at everything. Oh, stop it. Go away now. There we go. Okay. So we have a lot of things that we could do. What to do first? Let's keep looking for Everard, I guess. Because we kind of, that's what we came here for. I mean, I wasn't expecting to do the whole Evelyn thing. Hugo, Anna. Okay, I can just walk into people's houses, turn on their lights. Why are they standing there in the dark? Hello? Can't you see we're in the middle of something? I mean, please, I'm in the middle of a conversation. I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm looking for somebody, and I can't. Where are you going? Go this way. I can't find him. How do I get into this? Alright, over here. There's another. Oh my god, there's another place over here. Everard, where are you? Are you Everard? Nicholas. An obviously drunk man staggers about the room. He picks up one of the bottles on the table and begins drinking from it, only to realize it's completely empty. His face deforms in utter disgust as he returns the bottle and steps away from the table. That is when he spots you. Who are you, and what are you doing in my house? Did you knock, Hick? Yes. Yes, I did. Well, dang, I heard nothing. I'm so sorry, Hick. But where are my manners? Would you like a drink? Sure, I'd appreciate it. You don't want any? Well, that's it. Wait, I said that's fine. Well, that's a shame. A bit odd if you ask me. He doesn't want a free drink. Hee, silly. More for me, though. He pours himself another drink and finally finding a bottle with some liquor in it. I'm Nicholas, by the way. Nice to meet you. You heard? I do, but I... I'm just going to say but I. So, what can I do you for? Do for you. I don't know. He feels like a guy who would say do you for. Why are you drinking alone? What can you tell my friend or tell me? Why are you drinking alone? It's none of your business, you odd person that refuses free drinks, demon. Why would I tell you anything? Well, I have a relative who sat home and drowned his problems with booze. He was found dead in a pool of his own vomit. So if there's something you want to talk about, oh my God, yes, I'm saying it. I don't want to vomit in my die. Die in my vomit. Listen, I'm having some personal issues. Takes another gulp from the booze. It's my wife, Olivia. After 20 years of being happily married, it's like someone spilled molten metal all over our marriage. We at first began arguing more and more. Later, it got worse and worse. Now we argue over everything. And it's unbearable now. We fight all the time. She throws stuff at me and I punched that stupid woman once so hard she fell on the floor. Yep. Oof. Maybe don't punch your wife, dude. That sounds horrible. It is. It's very bad. I hate that woman so much now, and I don't even really know why it all started happening. What did you say your name was again? It's Berlin. So there you go. I feel nothing but pure hate for that muck woman. He seems lost in thought, but after a couple moments, he starts talking at, it's unbearable. So much I even plan on killing her. Oh my God. What the? As soon as he utters those words, his eyes instantly become clear and focused as if he has sobered up an instant. Tiny drops of sweat start rolling down his face, slowly growing larger and larger. Why didn't you say so right away? I could take care of that for you for a price, of course. Oh my God. Don't stress yourself over that slip up, man. That ain't none of my business. I did not hear this correct, right? Kill her, you drunken oaf. Are you derailed? Sure. This conversation is over. I'm tired. Out. He points to the door. Out, I said. End the dialogue. Okay. So we can't just leave that. All right, this is gonna be. So please save and not load again, you absolute buffoon. And we're just gonna do a new save so that way I can't mess up. All right. So we're gonna stealthy. And then we're going to try to walk right past him and go in here, because did he already kill his wife? Like, oh God. Alright, well, might as well rob the drunk guy while we're here, because that's what we do. We could also see if we could find Olivia. Hopefully he's not already murdered her. And maybe warn her that he's planning on murdering her. Now, you can't always trust something a drunk person says, but... yeah, see, there's a gas mask right there. Alright, let's bounce out of here. So no Olivia to be found. But still no Everard either. How do we get to this building? Don't know. Let's see where he goes. Where am I? I think I bumped into somebody because all of a sudden I was nowhere. Alright. Homeless guy. Seriously, how do we get in here? Is there another, like, door that I can't see? I guess. I'm very confused. I do not see a way to get into this location. Okay. I mean, there's a locker in there and a door in there, but I don't see any actual way to get in there. Let's talk to the homeless guy, see what's up. Old Mike got his right arm and leg bitten off the other day, died from bleeding, poor man. Sorry to hear that, old Mike. Alright, so there's stairs to go somewhere. There's a door I can't go in. There's another door I can't go in. Another door I can't go in. Oh my god. Another door I can't go in. Another door I can't go in. Another... Noticing a pattern here. There's a lot of doors I can't go in. Okay. Scrapture. We already got as many of the scraptures as we could get. Alright, well, still no Everard. Alright, well, we know where we are here. So this is... We're striking out finding him. Alright, well, we've not been down here, so I guess that's where we'll go next. Because there's no other place that I can see to go. Where am I now? Alright, there we go. I'm coming. I'm a-coming. We've not done a lot of fighting in this episode. Evelyn's the only fight that we've done. Alright, we'll go stealthy stealth. Just in case. A bum and a bum. Okay. Alright, so like this, like homeless people live down here. So we've entered the homeless person encampment, apparently. Just another bum. Hacking 10. Well, I could definitely do hacking 10. It's actually kind of a waste of my hacking skill, honestly, but whatever. It's fine. Can't see myself. And looky here, another trapdoor. Okay. We're doing great at exploring. We're doing terrible at actually finding the person that we're supposed to be finding. And it's not for lack of trying this episode. I've actually tried to be a good boy and do the quests. And I'm just failing miserably. So where is this? Alright. Well, guess what we figured out? How to get to the other Evelyn area. Alright, that's good, because if for some reason I can't get in the other way to get this little bit of stuff that I stored there, I can always come back here. But other than that, it doesn't appear to be much of anything to do down here. And definitely no Everard. So. Alright, just get out of stealth. Everybody sees you. And we move faster and so I guess we'll backtrack a little bit. Did I miss? I mean, clearly I must have missed something. Stop walking into people. Alright. So in this room, we've just trying to think, like, places have we been, like this that goes back towards the mine, so I feel like that can't. Where the hell is this dude? And we've been in most of the rooms. I also lost where I am. Where am I? There I am. We've been in most of these locked rooms, and he's not there either. So all right, this is like back to the docks where we started. So what am I doing wrong in finding this guy? Jack wants you to go to Foundry and locate one of their cells there. Everard will give you an assignment. Okay. I understand what I'm supposed to be doing, but I'm feeling kind of dumb. Now we had been down here, right? I'm just gonna double check a couple places now, because yeah, this is the prison. So we already did the whole prison thing and figured out where we're supposed to be going when it's time for us to go into the prison. Okay, did I just, like, have I seen him and I just, wait, hold on. Dan? Sorry, I missed Dan. You see a man leaning on a rusty fence. Judging by his appearance, he seems to be one of the Foundry guards, but unlike the others, his watchful eyes seem more concerned with evaluating passing women than with trying to catch signs of unlawful behavior. He straightens up upon seeing you approach him, coming up just taller than average. He picks up his rifle, which is placed against the fence, and offers a friendly, informal greeting. Hey man, how's it going? You seem pretty laid back in comparison to the other guards. He chuckles. You got me there. It might surprise you, but being a guard in Foundry is a very, very boring job. You gotta stand around all day, breathe this damn polluted air, and worst of all, you have to be nice to people. It sucks. I just want to shoot things. It's that simple. The outer perimeter patrols at least get to fight something, but in here, absolutely nothing interesting happens. What about all those creatures that attacked the miners? Ah, yes! I was so happy about the whole affair because I thought I was finally going to shoot some stuff, you see, but no. There's a large beast that's impervious to bullets and other stuff. The mayor told our chief to order everyone not to engage the creature any longer and retreat back. We had to think about it and discuss it, blah, blah, blah. Well, I've heard a few things about the beast. Can you tell me more about it? He looks around and leans closer. You see, we're not allowed to talk about this stuff publicly, but since I don't really care about the rules, and because I'm freaking bored as hell, here goes. You see, everybody's heard of the smaller creatures, the ones that look like spiky rocks with 4 legs and ugly snout. Well, those things got a bigger, badder brother who's so heavily armored it makes our guns feel like toys. The damn thing is completely impervious to bullets. Now everyone and their mother is wetting their pants, and the higher-ups are taking their sweet time discussing what to do next. Hoppers! Back in my day, my pals and I would go take on anything, man, beast, or both. we had the freaking guts, you know. Don't think just jump in and fight. But these guys in Foundry, hoppers, I tell you. I mean, I tried to fight it, nothing worked. You mentioned some pals of yours? Yeah, well, back in the day, I used to be a part of some bandit gang in Core City. Hey, life was tough. A man's got to make a living somehow. If that includes relieving people of their excess Sharons, then, well, anyway, we were all very young and fearless. We had the guts to fight anything and anyone. Unfortunately, many of us got killed because we had more guts than brains, but I missed that mentality. It was fun. Well, you seem to have done better than the others. Yeah, but if it wasn't for my best friend, I'd probably be decomposing in some ditch by now. He and me, we used to be so close, like eyeballs. Bad comparison, sorry. The point is, we were very close. We got into so much trouble together. Thankfully, we pulled through, though. Who is this man? Gorski. Gorski, you say? Interesting. Gorski was his name. He was this big, strong bastard, tough as hell. You know, no-nonsense kind of guy who punched you in the face and break every bone in it if you even looked at him the wrong way. Makes a brief pause. Damn, it's been like 13 years or so since I last saw him. I heard somewhere that he later went to Southgate Station. I missed the bastard. This place is so darn boring. You heard right. He did move to SGS. I, too, came from there and have had the pleasure of meeting the man. Well, I'll be damned, he laughed. This is incredible. How's my old pal holding up? From what you told me, he hasn't changed one bit. He laughs. I'm glad the man hasn't changed. He used to be a beast. You know what? When you see him again, tell him Dan Forte said hi. He'll recognize the name right away, unless his memory went to hell after all those years. But nah, even if he wouldn't forget, even if it did, he wouldn't forget his old pal. Can you tell me some interesting stories about Gorski? Alright, sure, let's keep going with this. Why not? It's not like I'm busy, he laughs. Okay, listen, this one's from more than 10 years ago. He chuckles, the good old days. As I already mentioned, Gorski and I used to be part of the same gang. Life was decent with those guys. We had the skills, had the courage, and because of that, we had a bit of money in our pockets. So one day we were on a prowl in the vicinity of Core City when we ran into a rival gang's patrol, the Black Crawlers. They used to be the biggest, baddest gang in Core City, and even that little patrol seemed like an army in comparison to the few of us. First shots were instantly fired, and the very first one ended up blowing our point man's brain to smithereens. Poor guy. All of us got behind cover, exchanged fire with them for a while, and soon only Gorski and I remained breathing from our group. Bullets were flying all over the place, grenades exploded around, so it was pure chaos. A dozen of those damn crawlers were still alive, and they were slowly approaching our position. They started to surround us to make things worse. We were running low on ammo. That's when Gorski got mad. Oh, you should have seen that anger face, he laughs. He took his last grenade, threw it in their general direction, and then charged them. They couldn't believe what they were witnessing, that he had this maniacal grin that would scare a lurker into becoming a fungivore, and started mowing down our enemies. Of course, I just couldn't let him have all the damn fun. I stormed them too, and together we started annihilating everything that moved. I screamed from the top of my lungs while emptying my magazine into those poor fools. Just anyway, soon enough Gorski was out of ammo, but that didn't stop him from killing people. He punched them, stabbed them, yelled at them until he found one measly guy behind cover whose teeth he smashed with the butt of his now empty gun and then slit his throat with a knife. The guy ended up being the only son of the Crawler's leader, and his death will later cause a lot of trouble, but that's a whole different story. All in all, soon after I fired my last shot, I heard the last Crawler release his dying groan. After a moment, we all realized that it was indeed all over. Gorski approached me, still breathing heavy, all covered in blood. Then he said, I remember it clearly, he said, we need to bring more bloody bullets next time. He barely made it out of the last part of the sentence due to him bursting into laughter. Oh man, it was all so crazy. To this day, I have no idea how we survived against such slim odds. Well, just the two of us at least. It's amazing. You had to be there, man. You had to be there to fully experience the carnage, he laughs. Those were the days. Again, tell Gorski I said hi next time you see him. Can you tell me something about Foundry? Look, friend, you better ask someone else to be your tour guide. My job is far too boring to further bore myself by answering boring questions. As you can probably see, I'm bored. Gotta move. See ya. Alright, well, that was very entertaining. It didn't really help me with anything, but still entertaining. Alright, so this was... Alright, I guess I'll go into stealth. Because this was one of the places that we had previously robbed before I did whatever that nonsense was that I did where I loaded when I went to save. How goofy could you be? Apparently pretty goofy. Alright. Yeah, because this is where we got... So in this universe we had not picked up the sniper rifle, which I think we're going to need. So let's grab it again. Go back down this ladder again. Into this room. Out this door. Alright, all these things need to be lockpicked. These guys are busy trying to detect me. Can we stop that? What did I just walk into? No, no, no. Everybody stop detecting me. I can't remember if this one needs to be lockpicked or not. Everything needs to be lockpicked. Okay. Just gonna walk away again to reset their... Alright. When does he start picking me up? Right around here. So I'm gonna click on this. Click on this. So we should come over and just immediately lockpick it. Go, 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 go. Okay. Alright. Can't remember if we've been in this room or not. Still trying to find Everard. This is just somebody else's apartment that apparently likes working out. Lockpick 80. This one does 93. So maybe it'll be something good in here since it's so high. No, not really. Still getting to use these lockpicks. Alright. Where does this go? More lockpicks. Wait, I didn't get the stuff out of this locker? What did I do? I just lockpicked it and then walked away? That's funny. Okay, so I'm gonna have to walk from here to there and probably pick this lock. I'm just gonna even do this. I'm just gonna assume that it's lockpicked. Oh, I just leveled from lockpicking. That's kind of wild. Alright, where am I? Oh, I'm on the other side of this door. I didn't realize that we could have went in either door. They both go to the same place. Well, that's silly. Alright, well, we've been all through there, and none of that was anything relevant to what we're supposed to be doing. So there was a couple other places to break into that we had broken into before I did my dumb save load. Alright, Berlin, maybe give me a hint where Everard is, because I'm feeling extra not smart here. I don't know how I've missed him, but I think we did good with everything else. I think. If I'm wrong about that, also please let me know. I'll try to get rid of some of my inventory in between episodes. tried to go extra long to make this a special one. And I also will do the level up before we go. So if I mess that up, you can tell me. I'll stand right here on this random spot. Save. I'll save over this one. Okay, so we saved. And I'll do a different save. So let's do the level up. Okay, no points to be added here. So we'll just keep going with our bread and butter. I mean, I'm happy with most things, honestly. Now this will get us to level 100. It's saying 99, but with the better lockpick 100, and there was something that we needed to lockpick 100, and I already forgot where it was. So thought control, obviously. This is where I always get stumped. Now that I've put things into my bread and butter, I mean, I guess we could keep boosting dodge and evasion, because not taking hits can't be a bad thing, right? Right? So we go, where we go? $40, $39. I don't know. I feel like that can't be bad. But maybe it was. I don't know. Let's do... And no feats. Cool. I mean, not cool. I like doing feats, but... Alright, so there's the level up. Hopefully that was decent. I'll do the breaking into the places again that I already did. Before I messed up, and do inventory jazz, get the stuff back from Evelyn's place and get rid of that and sell it, and so on and so forth. Just trying to look around again, like, did I just try to figure out if I missed something obvious in this area, because I for sure thought this was where I was supposed to be going to find Everard, but that is obviously incorrect. Alright, with all that being said, this has been the underrated, the understated, UnderRail. I am Look the Mad Titan. I bid you adieu, goodbye and good night. Sayonara to you, Asumi passengers. Thank you so very much for watching. I mean that honestly, truly. Thank you so very much for watching. Please subscribe. Please join us on the Discord. Please support me on Patreon for as low as $1 a month. Links are in the description. Have a good night. Thank you, Berlin. See ya.